Hey guys, it is Striker Airsoft, and I had a guy leave a comment, a very thought-provoking comment on one of my latest videos in which I was doing some gun drills and all that, showing the simple reload thing. And his comment loosely was along the lines of, "Airsofting sucks. Airsofting is terrible. Airsofting isn't worth it. Just do the real steel and get over it." I see where he's coming from. But at the same time, this is one of my biggest issues with Airsoft and with how people perceive Airsoft and with the real steel community itself. Airsoft is the place where you can really make use of all your gear, all the stuff you put in your pouches, the way you set up your pouches, the way you walk in those pouches, the way you run those pouches, the way you lie down and all that. There's a difference between like your flat range shooters who like, oh, they put on their kit and then they go shoot steel targets on a flat range and say, oh, I'm so good and all that. And then there's a difference between the shooters who actually get out there and go train and like rock around with their guns and gear and all that. Uh, and then there's the airsofters. And airsofters, I believe, are in a higher category than the real steel people who run around and ruck and all that, because you get a feel for actual combat. You have a more inclusive space where you can just put on your kit and go out and do stuff, and people aren't going to ask questions like they would on the random trail of why is there a military soldier on the trail like it. But if you're at a Milsim event, not only do you get there's a bunch of people like that there, you also get fire in combat in situations like that. Like you really get to learn how to react to contact, react to things like that, and move, and how your kit's going to manage to move with you, and like what are the hot spots and all that. So long story short, I believe most airsofters have hundreds, if not thousands, of hours in their kit that real steel people really don't, and it very little of if you have to get into a situation comes down to your gun. Most of the rest of it comes down to the kit and how you're using and wearing your gun. For example, that shooter at In and Out a little while back, the gun was a major choice to it, and like a pretty big point that allowed him to really do what he was able to do and save people's lives. But there was also all the, well, having the kit, having the capacity to carry that gun with him, having the knowledge and all that to move with the gun. Like that's some of the stuff that you can just with airsoft, you can quickly learn that for pretty cheap and not have to go through all the waste of spending ammo and all that just to try and get good. So yeah, that's my little bit of a rant. So yeah, that's what I got. Striker Airsoft signing off.